Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be having just a quick little chat with you today about what I'm working on, and you can let me know in the comments what you're currently working on. So happy WIP Wednesday. And right now I am currently working on a tank top for a tutorial. And if this is your first time here and you've never seen any of my tutorials or anything like that, I do go through things in like a lot of detail. So this one is going to be a tank top, V-neck, and there's going to be some shaping under the arm. So we're going to be going through quite a bit of shaping in my next one, just so because I did this because a while back, I think it was a few months ago, I had done this kind of pullover V-neck sweater, tunic sweater with like lace sleeves. And someone asked me in the comments how to make a tank top with a V-neck and doing some shaping under the arm. So I figured, I'd work that in. So that's what I'm working on right now. And it is taking me for a bit of time. I'm working on the back panel. I'm almost up to the point where I would be starting the shaping for under the arm. So that's what I'm currently working on. But while I'm doing this, I also like to just like work on little projects on the side just to give myself a little bit of a break while I think about what I need to do next. And especially like if I'm having a little bit of trouble working in the shaping and kind of explaining it in simple terms, but try not to make it too complicated, because then there's that kind of gap bridge that I have to gap where it's giving you the information you need, but not giving you too much. So it's sort of overwhelming and confusing. So I do need to take breaks sometimes just to make sure that I can go through it thoughtfully so you have all the information you need so you can take away from the video and then go use it in a different project. That's kind of what my goal is whenever I do tutorials, is to give you, maybe it's a new method of construction, a different type of shaping, just those kinds of things that you can also use in other projects. It's not just to say, hey, make this thing. Because I do like to teach, because that was one of the things when I did start to crochet. When you watch a tutorial, it's like, yes, it shows you how to make something, but it really doesn't take you through all the steps of like exactly what you're doing. So it's like, yes, you can show the stitch pattern and just like how to put the pieces together, but really having someone walk you through the process of what you're doing. So that's what I try to do whenever I do anything. So I'm working on this one right now, and I'm hoping that I can have it done for next Friday. That's my goal. School starts next week, and I'm also homeschooling my kids. So we'll see. Fingers crossed, everything goes according to plan and I can get it done for you next Friday. If not, it'll probably be the following week. So you'll have it next week or the following week. We'll see how that goes. So while I'm working on this, I actually was just working on a few other things that I'm going to show you. I found these cute coasters. I will link the tutorial to the channel that I found. It's those, and I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it, it's those like cute little flower coasters that you can make and like put in a pot so it looks like a little succulent. I didn't make the pot, not my jam. I wasn't going to turn it into a flower, but I did like the coasters. I thought the coasters were really cute. So I made a bunch of them because I'm going to use these as gifts for Christmas. And yes, I'm already thinking about Christmas gifts because I love Christmas. So I'm going to make some more of these in like varying colors and use those as gifts. But then I also made some pouches. And I made these pouches because you remember earlier this year, I think it's Red Heart that has that like granny square yarn, the one that's like self striping and all those things. Oh, let me try it. Because I am not one for granny squares. I've been crocheting for 5 years, and I have yet to complete an entire granny square project. I've made many granny squares. Most of the time, I end up just like bagging them up and just donating them to Goodwill and just, gifting something to someone else that they can just like make something else with. Because just the idea of having to seam all those granny squares together, even the join as you go thing, it's not my thing. Granny squares are pretty, but I don't really like working with them. So I had a bunch of granny squares that I just didn't know what to do with, and I was going to donate them. But then I was giving a gift to someone the other day, and I was like, oh, let me just try to see if I can make a little pouch. So I did. So I made a little pouch, and this is one of them, which I think it's super cute. So this is from that like granny square yarn. This is 4 squares that I just sewed together, and then I just put a little button, and that was that. And I thought it's super cute. And then I had some I love sparkly yarn. Just gonna say that I love sparkle yarn. So I have a bunch of it, and I had made some granny squares because I was going to make myself. I attempted to make myself kind of like a Christmas granny square sweater. I don't know, like 2 years ago, maybe. I don't know. But I made a bunch of the squares and then gave up. So the sweater never came to fruition, but I still had the squares. So then I decided to make some cute tiny little pouches with those squares. So I'm now obsessed with making these tiny little pouches. So I'm gonna end up with a whole bunch to use as just like gift wrapped gift wrap for like Christmas or whatever, just to put gifts in because it's cuter than a box and wrapping paper, I think. So that's probably what I'm going to do with those. But yeah, I do like those tiny little projects that you can whip up really quick just to give yourself a break from a bigger project. I do like that. So I'm glad I found a use for granny squares and some coasters that I really love because I do love to make coasters. And I also love to make washcloths. I had a bunch. I had made a bunch once and then I went to go see my mom and she took all of them. Like she is obsessed with those crochet washcloths. So she has all of them. So I'll have to make a bunch more because I do gift those as well at Christmas. What do you guys like to give as crochet gifts? Do you like to give crochet gifts or do you not? I like to give crochet gifts, but I feel some kind of way when I give someone a gift and I don't see them wear it or use it. Should I feel some kind of way or should I just let it go? Like, what do you think? Like, how are you on crochet gifts? Do you just gift it and if they use it, they use it. If they don't, it's whatever. Or are you like me and you do kind of feel some way when you don't see them use it or anything like that? Because you put a lot of love into it and you want them to use it and wear it, but maybe crochet is not everyone's jam. So maybe I should just let it go. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the gifts and all those things. And also, let me know in the comments because I don't do these talking head videos very often. I'm usually just one to sort of stick to my tutorial, show you what I'm showing you, and then just carry on with life. I'm not necessarily one to do these types of videos, but if you're enjoying this video, let me know and I will do it more often for you, maybe once a week, or maybe let's not push it, once every other week to start out. And then as I get into a rhythm of these kinds of things, maybe I can do it maybe once a week because it doesn't take it's a lot easier than a tutorial. There's no setup. I just got to set up my phone, turn on the lights, and I'm good to go. And we can just have a chat. And then maybe you can, throw some questions down in the comments and I can answer those in another video. If you like doing that, then let me know. But this was just sort of like a quick little pop in to let you know what I'm up to, what I'm stitching on. You can also let me know in the comments what you're stitching on as well and how you feel about these videos. If you like it, I will continue and we will go from there. But you can keep an eye out for my next tutorial that's coming up. As I said, it'll be either next Friday or the Friday after that, but I will just put a community post if once I'm close to finishing, so you'll know kind of when it's coming, so you can keep an eye out for that. But thank you for hanging out with me real quick today. I did enjoy doing this, so let me know if you liked it too. And until next time, take care and bye for now.